trying to edit this for hours. Why is this gotta be so uncomfortable? I hate political shit. Fuck. What the?
So, trying to review this movie made you uncomfortable?
I mean, racism is a touchy subject. It's divisive.
That's interesting. Why is speaking up about racism so difficult for you?
I just don't want to say something wrong and hurt people unintentionally.
So saying nothing at all, that would be better. Because it's easier?
I'm not saying that. It's just I can't.
You're afraid that you may be racist yourself.
It's not as simple as that. I've tried.
No, you did nothing. You said nothing. You were paralyzed. And now, sink into the floor. Sink.
Hello, all you horror fans. My name's David. This is Terrible Reviews, and today's movie is Get Out. Before I get into the review, we do need to have a slightly uncomfortable conversation because there's a very important message in this film that I believe you should be aware of, especially if you are, like me, a white person. So, starting off, this movie is meant to make you feel uncomfortable if you're a white. You're going to feel uncomfortable if you're a person of color for different reasons, but if you're a white person and you feel uncomfortable by this movie, then it's doing its job. If you feel attacked by this movie, you need to do some self-reflecting. And you need to look within yourself and within your everyday life, see the actions that you do, the words that you say, and ask the people of color around you if you've made them uncomfortable in the past. Because odds are you've been doing subtle racism and you relate to this movie. And that's just the facts. Now, I personally have a little bit of a weird perspective because I grew up with a support system and also family that are black. And I've been surrounded by black culture pretty much my entire life. It has been a big influence on me. I am not a part of that culture at all. I am not black. But I have a good understanding of the different intricacies of white interaction with people of color and the subtle racism that can spawn from those interactions. I am not innocent. I am guilty of that as well. Growing up as a child, I definitely did things that made people uncomfortable. And it is okay to realize that and to fix those things. But the important thing is that you fix those things and you see how you affect the people around you. Regardless of if you think that you're racist or not, you need to be able to have that self-reflection. That is what I wanted you to know. So if you have not seen Get Out, definitely watch it. But, as I said, if you feel attacked by this movie, you need to have conversations and you need to self-reflect. Because you are doing something wrong in your life. But, without further ado, let's get into the review and let's see what Get Out is all about. So our first category is going to be terror. Was this movie scary? The answer is yes. This movie is absolutely terrifying. Throughout, it will grip you and lead you from beginning to end, and gradually you will become more and more uncomfortable with the things that are happening to the main character and the things that are going on around him. Whether you're conscious of them or not, they really shove it in your face and show you, especially towards the end of the film, of what's been going on. There's no point in this movie where there isn't like some sort of like uneasiness that you can experience. So I have to give terror 5 out of 5. If you're a person of color, this movie will probably be more terrifying to you because you can relate to these experiences. And yeah, I have to give it a 5 out of 5. Now, for gore, the special effects in this movie, they were also very, very well done. There isn't a ton of like actual gore in this movie until you get to the final acts, but what they do show you and what they do use, especially like the sunken place, if you've ever taken like substances in your life, you may like relate to that a lot. If you've ever felt like out of control of your body or like stuck within your body and not able to like actually do anything, This will be very terrifying for you. So I do just want to warn you there. There is a scene in this that is like crazy, like with the lead up and everything. It is unsettling. So for gore, I will give it only a 4 out of 5, and that is just because of the use of gore wasn't like too extreme in this movie. I could have like they could have showed more, but that's really my only complaint with this movie. So moving on to story. Now this is where I have to sing the praises of Jordan Peele. This movie is impeccable. 5 out of 5. I can't give it any lower score. This is Jordan Peele's best movie, in my opinion. It is the best writing that I've ever seen him do, ever. The messaging, everything is completely on point. The way that he builds the story makes all these subtle things within the movie that a lot of people probably won't notice at first, but then shoves in your face later on in the movie and makes you see what was happening in this movie is absolutely astounding. There's no like better way that I can put it other than Jordan Peele just made an amazing movie that will have a cultural impact for years and years to come. And yeah, story 5 out of 5. I cannot take anything away from this movie. Now, the last category is a little bit difficult. So, fun. Is this movie fun? I'd have to say no. But as I've stated in previous reviews, if this movie does what the director intended it to do, which it definitely does, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you definitely self-reflect if you're open to it. And it definitely makes you realize what, as Dr. Martin Luther King said, is a white liberal, and what the subtle racism of white liberals can do, can feel like, and can lead to. And there's no subtleness at all in it, especially in the final act of the movie. And yeah, this movie does exactly what Jordan Peele intended to do. 5 out of 5 for fun, even though you will not have fun watching this movie. You will understand exactly what Jordan Peele's message was in this movie if you are open to it. So, was Get Out terrible or terrifying? 100% this movie is terrifying for many, many different reasons. Definitely, if you have not watched Get Out, go and watch it now. Again, like I said at the beginning, if you feel attacked by this movie, do some self-reflection. There's something going on there that you need to take a look at and correct. And yeah, if you've seen Get Out, let me know what you thought in the comments below. But yeah, this movie is a lot. Be prepared for that, and be prepared to be uncomfortable. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you follow, and I will see you in the next review.